Hello everyone and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Wyatt and R.J prompt Liam to save his marriage. At Spencer, Wyatt prompted Liam to go to Hope and tell her that he loved her and forgave her. "Trust me bro," Wyatt said, adding that Liam would lament it if he didn't. Wyatt noted that Hope had forgiven Liam for miscalculations over the times. Liam replied that it was not just an oopsie, it was Thomas. Liam was maddened that Hope had had her hands each over Thomas. Wyatt prompted Liam to let it go because he knew Liam did not want it to end. Arrived. He was amped because he would just come from seeing the devastated Hope. "You got to take her back," R.J stated. R.J knew it would take time but said Hope was willing to do anything to fix it. R.J prompted Liam to fight for his marriage and blatted that Hope merited alternate chance. He was adamant that Hope loved Liam and only Liam, and R.J said the couple had survived by getting through effects together. Wyatt added that they could do it together that time too. Said that if Liam left Hope, it would destroy her. He contended with Liam not to walk down over one mistake. Liam asked if R.J had ever been betrayed by a person he should have been suitable to trust. R.J stammered, but he still prompted Liam to stand up and fight. R.J passionately claimed that Liam had commodity worth fighting for. R.J claimed that Hope had the biggest heart of anyone he knew besides Liam, and if anyone was able of forgiving Hope, it was Liam. Agreeing, Wyatt stated that Liam owed it to himself to give his marriage another chance. R.J claimed that Liam fight for himself and for his kiddies. R.J promised that if Liam tuned out everything and heeded to his heart, it would lead him back to Hope every single time. Wyatt told Liam not to deny that he wanted to do it. Wyatt was sure it would be hard, but he said Hope was worth it. R.J said Liam meant everything to Hope. Wyatt told Liam to go to Hope before it was too late. At the captivity, Deacon's visit with Sheila continued. Sheila was glad that she had not been forgotten. Deacon called her indelible like the song. She liked that someone flashed back her fondly and did not suppose she was spiteful. She expressed that she missed Deacon a lot. Latterly, Deacon told Sheila a story about a bumbling offer at his eatery. Sheila was happy to see Cleric thriving and said no bone merited it further than he. She just wished she was there to partake it. Eyeing her, Deacon said that she would said captivity had taken a risk on her, but he allowed that she looked enough damn good and called her captivity hot. Sheila let her hair down but advised that the guards would call time up at any alternate. She abominated talking about that place and said it smelled to be there. She said Deacon did not know what it meant to her that someone out there still watched about her. He replied that he always would, indeed against his better judgment. Sad, Sheila asked who knew what could have happened if she had not meddled up. Cleric still empathized. Sheila did not lament the time with Cleric and said she would no way mess effects up for him. She misdoubted she could while being in that hole for the rest of her life. Sheila said she could not help but wonder what might have been if they'd met before or in another life. Sheila wished she could have his arms around her again. At Thomas' place, after coitus, Thomas and Hope lay wrapped in the waists. She admitted that she would allowed about that moment further than she should have, and her imagination had not been close to the real thing. Calling Thomas amazing, Hope said this was so not like her. She admitted that when she would started having passions for him, she had not understood it. She criticized work, stress, her mama, and Brooke's once miscalculations. Thomas asked if Hope felt as if she was making a mistake. After a long pause, Hope said she abominated that she would hurt Liam and her family, but she asked how it could be a mistake when what they participated felt so right. She said when they designed and created, he knew what she was allowing before she did and knew what she wanted before she knew what she demanded. Thomas said he just drew while thinking of her and her boldness, drama, and sexiness. He stated that everything had been her, every single piece. She said commodity so beautiful could not be wrong, and it had to be right. She kissed him. Thomas said he could not stop allowing about what a good person she was, but he felt like their bad Joe. Hope replied that it was not Thomas presently. She called him loving, devoted, and honest. She claimed she would been hysterical to act on impulse in connections or chase after commodity interdicted. She told him to look at her father, who was a perfect illustration. Hope said she saw Thomas and he was not what people allowed. She called him gentle, intuitive, and creative, which made him the developer he was. Thomas replied that she had no idea what that meant to him. Hope added that Thomas was faithful, and she stated that she would have no idea how important that meant to her. She stated that she could tell Thomas anything. Thomas asked if she had not been suitable to do that with Liam, but also Thomas said he should not bring Liam up. Hope fooled that if it was not for Liam, they wouldn't be in that situation if Liam had not ended the marriage and run to Thomas' family. Hope claimed her relationship with Liam was complicated because Liam had divided passions. She knew Liam loved her and her family, but Liam also loved Steffi. It had always been in the background. She claimed Liam had given in to temptation at time or two, and she would forgiven it. But she had not forgotten. She said it had been too numerous times over too numerous times, and she would set up herself wondering what it would be like to be with someone with whom she came first, and for whom she was the only one. She said Thomas made her feel like the only woman in the world. It made her feel asked, admired, and loved. Confides in Thomas. R.J. helps plead Hope's case. Sheila regrets messing up. The bold and the beautiful spoilers Thomas Forrester and Hope Spencer make love. Wyatt Spencer pushes Liam Spencer to go home and forgive Hope. Sheila Carter thanks Deacon Shark for visiting her. Sheila misses Deacon a lot. Sheila Carter wonder what might have been Cleric told Sheila about someone proposing at the eatery. Sheila asked if she said yes. Sheila believes there's someone for everyone. Sheila wishes she was there to partake this with Cleric. Cleric tells Sheila that she looks enough damn good in a movie womanish interny kind of way. Cleric is sorry that Sheila is there. Cleric says he'll always watch about Sheila. Sheila says she's delightful to hang around. Deacon says she's a real festival lift. Sheila says just suppose about what could have happened if she hadn't meddled up. Sheila isn't sorry for what they participated. Sheila wishes she could have Deacon's arms around her again. R.J. Forrester pleads with Liam Spencer, the bold and the beautiful spoilers. Liam argues with Wyatt about Hope forgiving him. R.J. Forrester, Joshua Hoffman, goes to visit Liam to contend Hope's case as well. R.J. urges Liam to fight for his marriage. Hope loves him. R.J. thinks Liam still loves Hope too. Wyatt and R.J. platoon up against Liam. R.J. tells Liam he needs to fight for his marriage. Wyatt says he likes this Joe and agrees with him. R.J. says Liam's heart will lead him to Hope every time. Wyatt says R.J. is a good family. Wyatt believes Liam needs to try to fix this. R.J. pushes Liam to go to Hope now. Wyatt agrees. Hope Spencer wants to be first in someone's life. Hope says she has allowed about this moment more frequently than she should have, and her imagination was indeed close to the real thing. Hope tells Thomas it was amazing. This was amazing. Hope says this isn't like her. Hope says when she started having passions for Thomas she was so confused. Hope says she criticized her mama for this. Thomas asks if Hope thinks she's making a mistake. Hope hates that she hurt Liam and her family. Hope asks how this could be a mistake when it feels so right. Hope says this is just like when they're working. Thomas draws allowing about Hope. Thomas says it just come to him. Hope kisses Thomas. Thomas still feels like the bad Joe. Hope knows who Thomas is. Hope says Thomas isn't what other people suppose. Thomas is faithful, and that means further than he'll ever know. Hope feels she can say anything to Thomas and not be judged. Hope says her relationship with Liam is complicated. Liam loves her, but he loves Steffi Forrester too. Hope says it has been too numerous times over too numerous times. Hope wants to be with someone where she comes first, where she's the only one. Thomas makes Hope feel like she's the only woman in the world. Thomas makes her feel asked, admired, and loved.